I don't want you turning around for some reason. Fucking seriously? You didn't move that entire time, and now you turn around. Ow! Oh, shit. There we go. Right. Hopefully nobody comes through here. Lay you on his bed. Pain in my backside. It's a pain. You are a pain. Oh boy, hi, how you doing?
For so long, the Envisioned have held their position. Someone there.
Be ready when my turn comes. What will the void do to my mind? My flesh?
Turn around.
Just my nerves, I suppose.
Can you please turn around? And she turned around immediately afterwards. It makes no sense. It's completely random. Most of the time when it comes to stealth games, you observe patterns. That doesn't mean you spend an hour looking at every variation of every possible pattern.
What? Get up there. How?
Ow! That did not cause the commotion I thought it would.
Nothing? I'll take a look around.
How you doing? Oh, whalebone. Just stuff you guys over in the corner. I have to play this fast and loose.
My flesh.
Bloodthirsty. Well, let's look at what it is at least. Bloodthirsty. Build up adrenaline in combat, then trigger brutal melee fatalities. Sounds like something I would use. There we go. Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to come down here. There you go. Stay right there. Okay. What's this? We Watch the Stars by F.H. Clapp. Excerpt from a monograph on celestial cartography. Any child knows the constellations above the Isles. The captain at the helm, the tusked Leviathan, the vain Duchess, the scaled he-goat, the Moth King. Tales older than the outsider himself, patterns read long ago by fearful and the ignorant to create meaning from the emptiness that engulfed them. The supposed significance of one's birth in relation to these signs is a common folk tale. Those born under this or that set of stars will be lucky or obedient or stubborn or proud. This is, of course, simple superstition, but what may be read in the stars is of a greater substance than the fortunes of the unimportant masses. The night skies foretell the necessity of the outsider, and urge the envisioned to seek out the wretch who would become him. It is not simply the movement of these distant stars, but when they blink out into nothingness that tells us what the void requires. Alongside the migration of birds and the entrails of certain animals, the disappearance of several prominent celestial lights urged the ancient envisioned to take a helpless orphan and create the outsider from his wretched flesh. So the upper class and the original group of people were the envisioned, not just the eyeless. So the eyeless is like a lower caste to the envisioned. Just sitting there now. Damn it. Yeah. Shit. That's what I was afraid of. See nothing. You can't see me through a goddamn painting. Stop that. This is risky. I hope she doesn't look to her left. Alright, I'd go down that hallway right there, but I'm not sure what's down there, so that's a little too risky. So I'm gonna switch over here. You guys having fun down here? I sure hope so. How the hell I take them out when they're sitting right next to each other? You give up? Shit. 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 Damn it. Well, he hasn't seen me.
You!
Ah, never mind. It was a risk. I was kind of trapped there. See if I can get down here before it comes over here so I can at least look around a little. Is there a bone charm over here? Maybe it's just in the pipe.
When will I hear the call? Take my place among them in that cold, cold darkness.
You don't see me? Oh, wow, that did nothing at all. Yeah. Coming out here doesn't do anything. What a big fucking engine. Oh. There might be... He might have a note on him, but I'll come back later. I have to come back this way anyway because of the forbidden room. I need to find that key. What's going on over here? Why are you coming all the way out here all of a sudden? What's going on? I heard somebody say what? And where's the guy that was patrolling over there? Right there. For some reason he went downstairs. I guess he saw me enough to come investigate and then saw the bodies downstairs. Or maybe he was still looking for me. Either way, he's unconscious now. And on top of my pile. That was actually pretty fortuitous. Turn this off, maybe make them move. So those things I saw come out the wall. Spooky. Dear Lord. Well, that's dangerous. You need to get this looked at.
Have you read the third book of Laspinard's seminars? Surely you must. It's essential. The Envisioned
Damn it.
broke apart the gate to the ritual hold to maintain the order of our existence. And the pieces exist outside of the passage of time. It is the basis of our semiotics. Thusly, all meaning flows from this state of within and without.
Yes. My work focuses on this foundational act. The exclusion of the outsider is necessary to maintain the hermeneutics of the self. What is us, what is they, without the outsider, to create that distinction.
Have you encountered Camilla Correa's latest work? There is always the problem of framing, of delimitation. Do these distinctions make communication possible or impossible?
Interesting theory.
Correa? That she would question. What nonsense.
Okay. How dare you read something different from us? You are now inferior to us because you do not think in the same way. That makes sense. The essence of the eternal. Okay, I haven't read that. I thought I did. Excerpt from a treatise on the void. It is impossible to study the outsider without also examining the desolate place which so exalts him. But it is a grave error to mistake one for the other. True, the void rests upon his shoulders. We know that he, like the eye of the dead god which grants us our knowledge, is both a focal point and a catalyst for his power. We know that he alone, bound there, obscures the true nature of that place from those who teem below in Karnaca and all the isle beyond. But the void exists eternal, while he is a figure that doesn't sound right. The envisioned place there, in their wisdom. The outsider is a static point, a truth upon which we build our foundations, but the void is shifting, dynamic, a vast, ever-changing place which grasps at our world through every crack and fissure it can. From the wants of the living to the remains of the dead, we who cross this border see this hold on our very bodies. We who live upon the threshold know its nature. The best word we have for it, perhaps, is hunger. I don't think we want the void unleashed. I think that would be bad, but maybe that's just me. Jeez Louise. Everywhere I go, there's an obstacle. Damn sightlines. Too many of them. Too many, I say. Ooh, is there something up here? No, nothing up here. What you guys doing down there? Anybody have a key? It's so hard to focus on these because of... I think they're bone charms or whale bone. Damn. Let's go to the lower levels, see what we can find down there. They're mining for books. And that's just them, okay. Hey, rats, got anything for me?
Run and hide, find small places.
I've heard this before. What are you guys, hive minds?
Seas drags us to the dark places, drags us to the cold. Everything's stone, everything old.
Everything. Alright, please don't turn around. What you got there? Raw whalebone. Still don't understand why they have raw whalebone if it doesn't have any powers.
Walking among us, always watching. Sometimes
Always waiting.
his black stare.
I have a friend. Make sure he doesn't drown. Stay there. Alright, so let's get the scholars out of the way, shall we? Fuck, I didn't know you were gonna get up. Seriously, game?
The sleeps and dreams at the heart of it all, wrapped in the black and the cold.
Did I really get away with that? I'm afraid to save in case I didn't go. I need to get you out of the water. You're not as hidden, but I don't want you to drown on accident. I don't want your dumbass to drown.